Hi guys, welcome back to the channel Grave Visitations here. So today I am here at this location, St. Daniel's Old Church and a graveyard, and sadly it's abandoned and it's not in use anymore, the church, as we'll see when we go inside. I'm here with LT Jones, so we're both going to go in here and have a look around this old place. So this is it, and we have some wrought iron old railings around this grave here. It got abandoned, and look at the beautiful headstones that we see, and hopefully we might be able to get in and have a look at read this one. This one here is an affectionate memory of Caroline Louisa, the beloved wife of William George Roach, is it, of Pembroke, yeah, daughter of William Henry and Mary Warlow, who was born in 1854 and died in 1886. So this is beautiful stonework on this headstone. Look at that. We see the woman weeping over a drape and an urn, it looks like there, and some flowers and the stonework as well, and a lot of abandoned stuff here in memory of John, the beloved son of John and Sarah Miller, Pembroke, age 27. So there we see, sadly the top has gone off this, and they're just scattered all around here. We see the headstones, and there's more in there, so we'll get around to those maybe in a few minutes. We'll just go back around. We'll show you the church area and stuff. Look at that spire. The steeple, yeah. I think they call those like a witch's hat. Steeple. So I'm sure the church goes back way back. Could be even like
14th century?
14th century maybe. And probably there was parts added on then, I'd imagine. Yeah. But this is the entrance here of the old church. And we can just see the windows are...
Put some iron on the window to make sure nobody gets in.
So that's all blocked up in there, you can't see anything. So
would you like to come here at night?
Yeah, it actually would be cool to come here at night and explore it.
Have you ever done that?
I have done a nighttime walk in Glendalough and Wicklow, the old grave cemetery there, or graveyard, I should say. Alive, I think I did a live video there.
Yeah. I've done it a couple of times and I have no idea how I did it.
Yeah, on your own especially, yeah. It's not easy. So we'll continue and see what we can find. I have my torch, so we'll be able to read some of them, because I'm sure it might be dark in places. So this is an obelisk style grave here. It's the grave of John Palmer. Do you know that name? I'd say I can't pronounce Barnet.
Ooh, it's new to me.
Come on, LT. These are Welsh.
Wow.
These Welsh names.
Even I struggled with that.
The parish of Carew. So he was. He died in Pembroke in 1905, aged 99 years old. Wow. Super age. 99 years old. So there's a big rail in there, and I don't know if that's a burial plot or is it just...
Yeah, I think it is.
It might be one family's burial plot, is it?
Yeah. Oh, what should I do that?
And there is graves in there, guys.
Is it weird?
There is graves in there.
There's small railings inside the railings as well.
They're really overgrown with ivy and stuff on them. It's sad to see places like this forgotten, really, you know. Beautiful old churches. And all it takes really, you know, is like somebody to come in here and come together and try and clean it up, you know, or something, like some kind of community project or something. It's sad to see it left like that.
But it's been empty a long time now.
Looks like it's been like this
Got unused, didn't it?
a while.
Wow, look at that. Looks spooky.
But it has that enchanting kind of look to it, doesn't it, with all those old trees, and spooky kind of as well. But like this one here now, see, can we read this?
Be able to read that very easily. Robert George Tucker died October 16th, 1905, aged 32.
32 years old. So there we have Robert George Tucker. That's his grave. Robert George Tucker's. And there's, believe it or not, there's another kind of tomb there,
Oh, yeah.
a grave. And it's kind of, you'd nearly miss that.
Yeah.
So look at that. Some more graves down along here.
You want to come back for Halloween and do a video at night?
I'll definitely have to do a video here at night, maybe. It's hard to read some of them because it has moss on them. Margaret James. This grave is here. Margaret James. So LT is exploring this old place as well. Like, they're just scattered everywhere, these old graves, aren't they?
Want to take some photographs before we go?
Yeah. Here we have some route iron here, and that would be all a family plot there. You know, just sadly they're just scattered everywhere, headstones. Forgotten.
What's this? Can you read that?
Saviour, I think it says. It's probably a verse from the Bible or something like that. But some of them are legible, you know, you can read them.
Yeah.
And I suppose that's because of all the moss and the overgrowth is protecting the headstone as well.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes it does good and sometimes it does bad. But I just read this one here for you as well. This is David Frederick Albert, son of John Henry and Esther, it looks like, Norris, who died May the 25th, 1864, aged 3 months, I think that is. Sad. So we have a very young baby's grave here, 3 months. And I'm sure there's no family left probably anymore to come here and visit these graves. I don't know what's going on here, yeah. What is this? It's a strange looking setup, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's not a grave though, is it?
No, there's a headstone right next to it.
What is this? It's plastic. It's kind of
Plastic?
like, it's like plastic, yeah.
Strange.
And in the distance then we have a memory of Anne, the beloved wife of George Evans, 1875. That is strange. I've never seen that in a graveyard before.
I thought it was stone when I looked at it first.
Yeah, I wonder, was it like someone had it made with nice flowers and stuff in it at one
Yeah,
time,
maybe.
and it's
But
just
it must have been there a very long time.
it's there a long time. So we'll continue around and keep looking and see what we can see for another while. And so LT is with me today, LT Jones. So he travelled a good bit today, didn't you? 4 hours.
4.5 hours maybe.
4.5 hours
think so,
drive
yeah.
to meet up, and I think it took me 4 hours on the boat to come over. So we both came, I suppose, a long way to see each other, and I was looking forward to doing a video together and meeting up. You know,
Dublin maybe.
yeah,
You'll have to come to the north of Wales as well.
definitely have to come back to Wales again and explore more places, you know, like this, and a lot of history as well in Wales. You've done a lot of old cemeteries and graveyards, haven't you?
Yeah, you're quite lucky in Ireland. You've got loads of mausoleums and
Mausoleums
Don't
and
really
old
get them
crypts and stuff like that. I suppose it's something that I haven't seen in Wales. Mausoleums and crypts and stuff. Obviously there will be mausoleums and stuff, but they're not as
Yeah.
many as say
Yeah, there's only a
Scotland
few.
or Ireland and places like that. Yeah, so we'll keep moving another bit and see what we can see.
How's your Welsh accent coming along?
My Welsh accent,
Yeah,
not very good.
you were doing it in the car.
I was doing it in the You're not supposed to say that. I was doing it in the car with a Welsh accent.
Top of the morning.
I was trying to do LT Jones and I failed. So I was going to say, we're in an old graveyard here now today to video a couple of graves.
Me as a
That's not bad, right? I can't believe there's graves over here as well, look. Do you know what they're actually like when you look at them? You know, you see a scene for Halloween where you have this makeshift graveyard,
Yeah, yeah,
tombstones.
yeah.
Isn't that what it's like?
Yeah. Exactly.
Something from a movie or something like that. This would be a perfect location, I suppose, for photography as well, because it is beautiful, this place.
Oh, wow, isn't it?
There's the old tower, look. All the ivy, and sooner or later, I suppose, that'll start eating into that stone. So somebody must be looking after this place if it's boarded up and stuff,
Yeah.
to keep people out, you know, of the
Yeah.
church. But I can't understand why they just left the rest of it forgotten, you know. I might just go in here and read a couple in this area and see what we can find. This one is kind of fallen over here. Thomas Henry. Some beautiful graves and stonework on them. Just like this one here. We'll have a look at this. Pull off this bit of overgrowth. And we can see the hands on it there. Look at that.
William Roberts.
The two hands shaking. I think that's
You get that in Ireland? I see lots of that. in
yeah,
Scotland too.
we do in Ireland as well. So this is in loving memory of William Rogers, the beloved husband of Jane Rogers, Pembroke, who died September the 12th,
1899.
1899, age 87 years. Look at that. And there's one down there, LT, if you want to go and have a look at that.
This way?
Just in there. It's really far back, isn't it? And forgotten in there. So we have our torch, as you say in them,
Washington Swift, yeah.
America flashlight.
James Lewis. In loving remembrance of James Lewis of Pembroke, who died November 3rd, 1873?
73, I think.
Aged 56 years.
I have fought a good fight and have finished my course. I have kept the faith. And then we have a Martha Lewis, the wife of the above, who died in 1875. She was 49. Yeah. So sometimes I love finding those, you know, the inscriptions on them.
Yeah.
And there could be stuff on it like, you know, remember when you pass by here. where I am now, you shall be too. You know, that
Oh,
kind of way.
yeah.
I've seen that in graves, something like that.
Are we at the far end now?
We're at the far end of the old graveyard now, so we will.
I'll just have a quick look up here. Just in case.
There's a couple up here as well.
Oh no, maybe not. Oh yeah, there is.
There is a couple of graves here. Actually, this area is not as bad as the rest of them.
Yeah.
But you can see there as well, look at that. It's kind of all leafy here.
Somebody's put plastic flowers on this one.
Fake flowers in it. Charles and Ellen Flutter, who died in 1896. Charles and Ellen Flutter, who died in 1896, aged 16 years. Very young people buried there. And if you just look at this area here, all the old railing around here, look at that. And I don't see a headstone.
Oh, I can't see the name.
Maybe there's
Oh
one.
wait, there's one in the to your left.
Oh, there's one down here.
Across.
There it is in there, guys. Look at that. A beautiful work of art that grave headstone is.
Strange, eh? Only one headstone in.
It looks like it's made from rocks, the bottom of it, doesn't it?
Yeah.
All one piece. Yeah.
Sorry.
Here we have Joseph. Late Her Majesty's, I think, Customs and Excise
From the ports, huh?
Leeds, who died September the 11th,
Oh dear.
1921, age 63. So he was a Customs and Excise. So that would have been the port, would it? The boats.
Presumably, yeah.
Customs and stuff. That's his grave. So these people would have been important, you know, back in the day, and sad to see, as we see here, graves falling over, just forgotten. There's another beautiful grave here. Look at that. Loving memory of Elizabeth, the beloved wife of George Colby, I think, 1892, aged 61 years old. So there we can see, look at that. Beautiful stonework. There's loads more graves in there. Just forgotten. So I really wanted to come and do this one because for a lot of reasons, I suppose, you know, because it's abandoned, and it's always good to document graves and places like this to remember people, so they're not forgotten. At least they're not forgotten on our channels. And this grave has a interesting looking vase on it here. It's like it's made from iron or something. And I'll just try and read the inscription on this one. We'll try and read this one here. In loving memory of Elsie, the beloved daughter of David and Martha Williams, the Green Pembroke, who died the 6th of October 1904, aged 24 years. Then we have a Mary Llewellyn, is it?
Llewellyn.
Who died in 1901, aged 42. So a lot of young people here as well, isn't there? Buried.
I'm not sure if there's some more recent graves at the far end there, but I'm not certain.
I think I spotted something coming in.
Yeah?
It might be, maybe it could be the newer part of the
Yeah, maybe.
cemetery.
I think we're already in the most interesting parts here.
Yeah, this is very like overgrown. It's just, it's crazy really to see it like this.
This one looks like it's been listed at some time when they put it back together.
They have
think?
tried to repair it, yeah. You can see what they've done here. Tried to piece it back together. So somebody did come in and piece this together at one time or another. This was broken in 3 places, I'd say. So they've put that back. Emily Jane Williams. Right, guys, so we've just come from the old Overgrown graveyard that's abandoned. And up this direction here we have what looks to be like, I suppose, newer graves, more modern ones. And
oh, there's some there's a sign there, Commonwealth War Graves. So there's at least one war grave here.
there's Commonwealth War Graves, LT says, in here. Yeah, these would be kind of 1960s, 1970s, maybe 80s, some of them.
Oh, 2013.
2013. But
this
even
must be like a family grave, this big one. And
this big one here is Thomas Frederick Merrick, is it, or Bardnet or something like that?
it doesn't look like it's in the grass here.
No. So, like, if we just go up through here, there is areas that are. This is a strange looking one down there. We'll go and have a look at that. It does look like they've cut certain areas and left the rest like this.
Yeah, the far end has been cut, so I think they're still using it as a graveyard.
They're still using it. There's ones over there. They would be overgrown there. You can see the crosses. I have seen that in some places where they leave the grass long, you know. But just down here, LT can show you this one.
Just check this strange looking one.
This is beautiful, isn't it?
That's a read.
Well done now. See, can we read this?
A.J. Corbett's Stevens died January 9th, 1925, aged 36 years.
36 years. And they're one of my favourites. I love the angel statues.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, they're. I think when I started my channel first, I done a lot of angel statues in Dublin and stuff. And a lot of the time you'll notice the angels will be either missing one of their wings or missing an arm or a hand or something. I actually don't know why that happens.
Is the wing missing the other side? Oh no, the wings,
The
the arms.
The arm is missing there. Look at that. A beautiful grave though. A monument on it. Maybe it looks like this was actually added onto the
Yeah, it looks like it.
onto the grave. So that's it from here and this area, guys. So we will probably just go back and finish up down below because LT has a long journey home. So very grateful for him to come here today.
No worries. Looking forward to coming to Ireland next year, hopefully.
Yeah, and we'll definitely do a video in Ireland together as well, and
Yeah, do a few of the famous graves.
the famous graves. I know there's a few you want to do there. Yeah.
Apologies for Cathal's Welsh accent earlier.
Yeah, I'm sorry about the Welsh accent, guys. I'll try harder the next time. We're going to get soaked here actually. The grass is very, very long and we're going to get really wet here. So we're back out, guys. I think we'll finish it up here, will we?
Yeah.
And we'll say Tooraloo.
Hwyl fawr. Say Hwyl fawr.
Will Vow.
Yes.
Whatever that means.
Goodbye.
I hope it's not something bad.
No, no. I should have thought of something better.
Yeah, so guys, if you liked the video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, subscribe to LT Jones, his channel. He does find stuff like this as well, old graveyards in Wales and stuff, as well as the famous graves. And we'll finish up with this beautiful area as we leave here. I'll show you